that whether the last date, that is 21st September, that the last cut-off date will be applicable for EWS certificate or not. That's the law point.
Yes.
That the last cut-off date, that is 21st September 2025, in pursuance of the advertisement publication by the West Bengal Central School Service Commission, that would be applicable for EWS certificate or not. That is the subject matter in this writ petition, my lord. My lord, I want to hand it over the whole bunch of the certificate, EWS certificate, because the although certificate is annexed, the government status.
Yes.
This shows the status of the certificate. Well, the last column, kindly see. Just one. Certificate valid from 2025-4/1. That means 1st April 2025 to
31st of March 26.
So EWS certificate, economically weaker section certificate, is valid for 1 year. Whenever any advertisement floated, they, in pursuance of that advertisement, they applied for getting the assets declaration. Thereafter, their verification, they got the certificate. Malad will remember on the last occasion, kindly turn page number 128. I Malad made a chart when they applied.
Yes.
When they applied, page number 128 onwards, when they applied for EWS certificate and when they got it, I made a chart. Kindly turn page number 127.
What does the advertisement say? When is the date?
Last date. I will place the advertisement. The respective
127.
rules. Yes, 127. Kindly see the particulars.
Yes.
Time limit prescribed as per the Public Service Guarantee Act, that is 28 days. So 28 days is the maximum days. Beyond that day, they issued the EWS certificate. Now, my lord, kindly take the rule, because I believe my learned senior friend, my lord, they will place the rules, and what they did, my lord, I place thereafter, my lord. Kindly take rule 2R, 21R, page number 120, sorry, only 24.
Yes.
Reserve category means a category of reservation in respect of scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, other backward classes, and physically handicapped candidates, and other categories of reservation, if any, enforced by an order of competent authority as at the last date of receiving of online application, as may be notified pursuant to advertisement to be issued hereunder. Nowhere it is stated EWS. Now, my lord, kindly take the schedule 1, page number 31. Page number 31.
Yes.
Got it? The age limit column,
Yes.
the nota bina portion,
Yes.
the second nota bina portion, that is for consideration of application in SC, ST, OBC, PH. Got it, my lord?
Yes.
Categories. There is no mentioning about EWS categories. Certificate issued by the competent authority of only the government of West Bengal as on or before the last date of receiving online application shall be treated as valid document. There is no such mentioning of EWS, because they know it very well. EWS certificate validity for a one particular financial year, because this all about asset declaration. I will place that rule later on, my lord. Candidate belonging to such category from other state will have to appear as a general candidate only, without any corresponding concession, relaxation in respect of age, fees, and qualifying marks. So there is no such mentioning of EWS category. They ought to gathered the certificate within the last stipulated date. That too, only this rule applicable only for SC, ST, OBC, and PH. But what West Bengal Central School Service Commission conduct? But I placed one after another, my lord, notification. What they did actually. Notification gulo porpor bolo. Now, yes, my lord. But now kindly turn, my lord, page number 165 onwards notification. What they did, they themselves violate the rule.
Yes.
Kindly turn page number 165 onwards.
165.
The notice.
Yes.
The last, admittedly, the last cutoff, just before that, my lord, the last cutoff date, I just show it from the advertisement, although that is extended for 7 days. My lord, kindly turn page number 38. Before that, my lord, what was the last closing date of online application? Page number 38. ওইটা বোধহয় can 1 annex আছে ওই 21 টা can 1 টা বের করো closing date my lord, got it my lord, the schedule date, page number 38.
Yes, yes.
Closing date 14 July 2025. Later on, by a notification, they extended 21st July 2025. My lord,
Right.
that notification is not annexed, I believe.
All right then.
So, my lord, kindly thereafter kindly turn page number 165. So, last cutoff date is 21st July 2025. Whosoever declared themselves within that stipulated period in that 4 category, SC, ST, OBC, and PH, whosoever declared themselves, whosoever got themselves, they are only considered SC, ST, OBC, or PH. No other candidate. Now, my lord, kindly see the advertisement, their notification. Addendum notice regarding edit option. This is to notify all concerned in connection with second SLST 2025 for classes 9, 10, and 11, 12 that in view of order dated 28 July 2025, the Honorable Supreme Court in SLP civil number 17422 of 2025, State of West Bengal versus Purabi Das and others. I will place that order ballot. There is no such mentioning. You will extended that date beyond the last closing date. And other connected matter, the online portal will be opened for collection of category details from 5th August 2025 to 11th August 2025. They extend themselves, they extend the date by violating their own rules. The candidate, I could say, violating the state government rules because that rule is framed by the state government. They are the mere statutory body, so they can't violate it. But they violated through this notice. The candidate will have to first log in and choose the edit option. Then he or she will have to select the category from drop-down menu. The candidate will also have to specify the subcategory, the applicable certificate number, and issuing authority in separate text boxes to be made available after category is chosen from drop-down if applicable. Any final decision will be subject to outcome of pending legal proceeding. Now, very next notice, that is page number 166. Very important, my lord. That is most important notice. In continuation, that is dated 5th August 2025. In continuation of our earlier notice issued vide memo number such and such, that the earlier notice dated. This is to further notify for information to all concerned that all candidates, irrespective of their category, are required to mention their specific category within bracket. That is most important. Caste, class, EWS, PH. So they treated all this in same categories because that is the rule. That is the governmental notification. I will place later on. In respect of place in their application form through the edit option provided in the website from 5th August 2025 to 12th August 2025. So they enlarge the date by giving this edit option to throughout all categories. This is the first time because in first notification, I inquired it. First notification, there was 2 options. One was that SC, ST, and PH, and for others, whosoever, general, OBC, EWS, there was others category. They not mentioned general or unreserved or EWS. In the first round, up to 21st July 2025, every candidate, either they mentioned SC or ST or PH or all others. So there are 4 categories was there. Later on, by dint of this notification, they again, all the candidates who are in other category, they categorize themselves in 3 categories. One is unreserved, another one is EWS, another one is OBC. But because of that OBC matter is going on, so my lord said later on, after last closing date of application, they themselves declared whosoever, even can one applicant also, in the first round, when they fill up their form, they fill up their form by mentioning others. Later on, they by edit option, they fill up their forms as EWS because they're not annexed their first round online application. Now, my lord, very next, and one thing, my lord, through this notice, it is clear that caste, class, EWS, and PH, they similarly treated. It is evident from this notice. Now, my lord, very next notification. The exam conducted, the 9-10 category exam conducted on 7th September and 11-12, 14 September. After completion of the examination, they again issued another notice on 22nd September 2025.
Yes.
This is to notify all concerned that though opportunity for updating stroke editing caste category. So caste category means SC, ST, OBC, EWS, PH, then ETC, ejus dum generis. That means any others categories have been offered to the candidates several times. A number of candidates have not yet updated their categories in their application forms. Therefore, a last opportunity is being given to the candidate to update the same in their application for second SLST within bracket 80 2025 for classes 9, 10, 11, 12 from 22nd September 2025 to 26 September 2025. So, after examination, by violating the rule, they give opportunity to all caste categories, 7 except EWS. The candidate will have to first log in and
No, it's all right then.
so
Then-
Malad, that is the rule position. So last
Yes.
all the candidates hearing, all the petitioner hearing, they gathered their EWS certificate before that last cut-off date, 26 September 2025. All
So
the
they did not edit?
they not give the opportunity. That's my case. They give opportunity by this notice to only the OBC candidate, no other candidate. That's my case. And they says, kindly see the last order, Myler's last order, 10/11/2025 order, para 8. In Myler's order, para 8. However, this bench has not been made aware of any order passed by the Honorable Supreme Court with regard to direction issued in respect of SC, ST, OBC category, extending the time limit for submission of candidate. Let the order passed by the Honorable Supreme Court or any other court be placed before this bench on the returnable date. This says, due to Supreme Court order, they extend that day only for the OBC candidate, no other candidates. Well, and today I believe they appraise this court by that order, whether Supreme Court says beyond after examination, violating the rule. Now, my lord, I just want to place, my lord, to judgment, my lord, which supported my contention. Even if I got EWS certificate before verification, ought to treat me as a EWS candidate. Although I get all Haryana division, Haryana division. তারপর তো প্রেম করতে এখানে আমি বল দিচ্ছি কপি Haryana Staff Selection Commission, my lord, by quoting that, my lord, Doli Chanda, my lord, will have the fact, my lord, and Ram Kumar Gijroya quoting, my lord. May I place that, my lord? But because this is division. Ultimate, that went up to the Supreme Court and Supreme Court upheld it.
Does this matter relate to EWS?
EWS, my lord.
Show me which portion.
My lord, kindly the first, my lord. So they denoted it as a special backward classes. My lord, this letter patent appeal is, my lord, last paragraph. That while making the said application, respondent number has claimed reservation under special backward classes category, though he also claimed eligible under economically backward person in general caste, EBPGC category. Respondent number 1 is called for scrutiny of document to be held on 29th August 2018. At that time, he produced EBPGC certificate issued by the welfare of scheduled caste and backward classes department on such and such, on the ground that the advertisement contained a condition that the said certificate should also have been issued prior to the last date of submission of online application form, that is 12/10/2015. The respondent number was not given the appointment letter, so they ought to place it before the last date. That's the factual matrix, my lord. Respondent number 1, therefore, my lord, I just skip it, my lord, that it is mentioned in the same fact, on the same fact, my lord, by quoting that. I just want to, my lord, emphasis supplied. My lord, page number 6. At Dali Chanda, my lord, I place the Dali Chanda Gijroya also. The general rule is that while applying for any course of study or a post, a person must possess the eligibility qualification on the last date fixed for such purpose, either in the admission brochure or in application form, as the case may be, unless there is an express provision to the contrary. There can be no relaxation in this regard. That is the matter of holding the requisite eligibility qualification by the date fixed. This has to be established by producing the necessary certificate, degree, or mark sheet. Similarly, in order to avail of the benefit of reservation or weightage etc, necessary certificate have to produce. These are documents in the nature of proof of holding a particular qualification or percentage of marks secured or entitlement for a benefit of reservation. Depending upon the facts of case, there can be some relaxation in the matter of submission of proof. It will not be proper to apply any rigid principle as it pertains to domain of procedure, because I applied for the certificate much before the last cut-off date. Every infraction of the rule relating to submission of proof need not necessarily result in rejection of candidature. So Dali Chanda, I can produce the Dali Chanda as well as the Ram Kumar Gijroya also. Ram Kumar Gijroya also quoted here in page number 4, my lord. Ram Kumar Gijroya also an ultimate. The court hold, my lord, page 9 onwards. The said judgment does not apply in the instant case because of the instant case. The time of advertisement, respondent number 1 could not claim under both SBC category and EPBGC category, claim reservation under SBC category because it was necessary for him to seek reservation in the BPGC category as well. But without his knowledge and behind his back, the appellant has decided not to give reservation under SBC category. In this circumstance, the appellant cannot also contend that respondent cannot seek reservation under EBPGC category, although they got this certificate much after the last cut-off date. This is thus no necessity to doubt the genuineness of the same because it would have been issued after verification process by the competent authority. In fact, according to the respondent, the district administration was not issuing EBPGC certificate to eligible candidates who come back from SBC to EBGC category. That means that in our state, that is EWS category. And the district administration had started to receive the application for issuance of EBPGC certificate only when instructions were issued on such and such date by Chief Secretary, Government of Haryana, and only thereafter the respondent was issued in such certificate. So the respondent number 1 cannot be blamed for not claiming reservation or not producing certificate under the said categories such and such date. He could not have complied with the requirement because it would have been impossible for him to do so. The decision in such and such is with regard to determination of age of the candidate for selection by fixing a specific date of time. Thus, it was case of possessing a necessary eligibility condition, but not a case where a claim of reservation is made. As pointed out for the letter, proof of reservation claim can be submitted later. The decision of Ms. Rekha Chaturbed is also one applicable of possession of essential qualification by a cut-off date and is not a case dealing with a claim for reservation like the instant case. The decision cited by the council for the applicant are thus distinguishable because disqualification for holding a post is certainly to be decided on the basis of the cut-off date fixed in the admission, but for availing benefit of reservation. Production of certificate issued before the cut-off date is not necessary, and there is no such rigid principle as held in Dolly Chanda versus Chairman J. Supra. So, in the peculiar facts and circumstances of the case, we are of the opinion that no case is made out for interference with the judgment of the learned single judge. Accordingly, the appeal is dismissed. So, my lord, no rigid principle ought to applicable. Because of that, my lord, we applied much prior to the last cut-off date. The lacuna of the Article 12 authority, we got it, that too within the last cut-off date, that is 26 September 2025. They not allowed us. This case, my lord, went up to Supreme Court. Now, my lord, Supreme Court also upheld. Supreme Court arekta copy though.
Yes, it is here. Supreme Court.
Oh, sorry, my lord. And that is our ultimate, my lord. I have not placed it the whole portion. Maybe. The appellant Haryana State Selection Commission published an advertisement on such and such date, inviting application for the post of PGT. The closing date for submission of online application was 21st September 2015. The last date for deposit of fee by the candidate was 24th September 2000. The advertisement itself specifies the post reserved for the various category, including SBC, special backward class, and EBPGC, that is equivalent to EWS 5%. The first respondent specifically applied under the SBC category for the post of PGT in political science. It appears that on 29th August 2018, the first respondent was informed that he was qualified in the written test and therefore he was called for scrutiny of document. In the result declared on 17 September 2018, the first respondent was shown in the general category. The first respondent secured total 118 marks. The cutoff in the general category was 120 marks, and therefore the first respondent was not selected. It appears that government of Haryana issued communication dated 21st February 2018 and 1st June 2018, recording therein that in view of the order passed by the High Court in such and such, the notification dated such and such should not be given effect. The said notification dated 27 September 2030 was for providing a quota to the candidate belonging to the SBC category. On 5th June 2017, a certificate was issued to the first respondent that belonging to the EBPGC.
Yes, I have followed.
So, my lord, that is the factual matrix, my lord. Thereafter, para 10 onwards, my lord, I just skip it, my lord, because of that it is mentioned, my lord. Following that Dalichanda and Kumar Gijroya, my lord, I just for my lord 2016 4 SSC Kumar Gijroya. I just four paragraph. Kumar Gijroya 2016 2005 9. My lord.
That is regarding the caste certificate.
Yes, my lord.
The caste. Do not give the caste one. It is only EWS.
But that principle and analogy was taken.
Yes.
2005 9 SCC 779 para 7 and 2016 4 SCC 754 para 4 14 and 18.
But there is a little bit of difference between a caste
yes. No doubt about it. Because of that, my lord, EWS certificate. I just, my lord, summarize my submission that, my lord, EWS category is a unique category, but because of that, this benefit wants to be given within the unreserved category who are economically backward, and that to ascertain each financial year, my lord. And that's why, my lord, after floating the advertisement, they applied for that EWS category, although there is a stipulated time, but due to laches on the part of the Article 12 authority, my lord, I got this EWS certificate after, my lord, last cut-off date, my lord, which is mentioned in the advertisement, but before the last cut-off date, subsequently by the notification.
Very
well.
For
26 September.
Very well.
That's my case, my lord.
All right.
It will be
Yes.
kind enough if my lord considered all the petitioner as
yes.
a EWS category.
My lord, kindly come to page first 44.
May I take my lord?
Yes.
Because
44?
Kindly come to page 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44
Yes.
But your lordships will find from there the category has been described as general.
Yes.
All are general category, they have made this application. C46 also.
At the time of floating the advertisement, was there any reservation for EWS?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh.
The lordships will find from the advertisement to the
Advertisement to that one.
page. Finally come to page 37. কোনখানটা আছে? এই, এখানে কোনখানটা আছে? It's bottom না? 80. But kindly just. It is 11.
Page 39, I can see
Page 39 lordship has sent it.
fees for the examination.
Fees
It
for the
mentions
89 rupees 50, a silka type PH.
and general and OBC, there is no EWS.
No, OBS category has been category one has to say if he wants to get the benefit from the EWS, then EWS category has to be set.
Where is that category in your application? In the
Right.
advertisement?
Then they are not entitled to get it.
Show me from your
If
advertisement.
it is not in if the advertisement it is not there, then how they can get the EW category? We have made
Very
the
well. Very well. In that case, your addendum notification.
Yes, that's right. Milord, I will, in that case, I will file also affidavit. Milord, kindly come to the note first, page 41. And there are so many candidates, those who have submitted their form in EWD categories. Milord, for consideration of belonging to reserved categories, the certificate issued by the competent authorities of only the government of West Bengal on or before the last date of receiving online applications shall be treated as valid documents. Well, that has been extended. But kindly come to page 165 first. This is to notify all concerned in CW2 second SLST class 9 and 10 that in view of the order so and so or in SLP so and other connected matters, the online portal will be open for collection of category details from 5th August 2025 to 11th August 25. The candidates will have to first log in and choose the edit option, then he shall have to select the category from the dropout. Now, next is kindly come to page 166. In continuation to earlier notice issued valid memo number so dated 30th July 2025, this is to further notify for input to all concerned that all candidates, irrespective of their category, are required to mention their specific category, caste, class, EWS, PH, etc. in the respective place in their application form through the edit option provided in the website from 5th August 25 to 12th August 25. And EW has been set up to 12th August 25. Next, my lord. Page 167. This is to notify that 22nd September 2000. This is to notify that all concerned, though opportunities for updating caste category have been offered in only this is a case of a caste category, not the other categories. Caste category have been offered to the candidates several times. A number of candidates have not yet updated their categories in their application form. Therefore, last opportunity is being given to the candidates to update the same in their applications so the candidates will have to first log in, choose the area, this way we will have to select so. In case of any candidate fails to update his category within 26 September 2025, the category of such candidate will be treated as general. Therefore, this is a caste category concern. It has been extended. So far, EWDs, it was not extended. It was not extended. EWD and PH. Now, this has not been done. Now, Miller, when they have given it, Miller, kindly see the page is certificate, kindly see. No. Miller, kindly come to page 48. This is on 18th September 2025. Long after. Valid for the year 2025 to 2026. Instead of so-and-so, whose photography that is so-and-so at the weaker section of his family is below so-and-so for the financial year 2024, his family does not possess so-and-so. But this is dated on 18th September. Next one, kindly see 55. That is also 18th September. All are after that. Therefore, this is not in terms of, just kindly give me 1 minute time. Rules to work on reservation. These are other categories. Now, kindly come to rules, page 32. There will be there for consideration of application in SC, ST, OBC, PH categories. Certificate issued by the competent authority of only the government of West Bengal as on before the last date of receiving online application should be treated as valid documents. Candidates belong to such categories from their states will have to appear as general candidates only without any swans. This is the reservation clause I have shown to you. Now my submission first would be that these certificates were not given within the time specified, long after. And your lordship, I will show to your lordship, your lordship's order, your lordship has dismissed the writ petition on that ground also. But the judgment which has been cited to your lordship, that Rajasthan judgment system, Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, your lordship will find, interestingly, I don't know, nobody has noticed it in the Supreme Court. Application was filed in 2015 from the judgment of the EWS. My lord, this benefit has been given by constitutional amendment of 103 in 2019. EW was not entitled to get in 2015 at all. Nobody has argued that point. Nobody has brought this notice within the Supreme Court. This has been notified. I just give your lordship's date. The Constitution 103rd Amendment Act 2019 was given effect from 12th January 2019. Therefore, I don't know, I will submit that judgment was completely ignorance of the constitutional amendment. No one was entitled to get it. Now I come to your lordship, two judgments I will cite to you. This is the main factual thing in this matter. And if required, I will file also have an affidavit. And other CWUs have filed the application with their category of EWD. Now, how can I give it? But there is a form to one of my junior, if it is there. Can you see the Supravar Manto? Do you have, Mr. Bhattacharya?
Yes.
Can you see? There he has described himself as category EWS.
Later
But
on.
similarly, others have also filed EWS.
Later on. When?
Mr. Samim, I know you are more knowledgeable than me. Kindly allow me to speak.
No, sir, I am not saying.
No, no, you are. I am hearing you. When, how? I know you are the most
No, no,
tallest lawyer of the Calcutta High Court. Allow me. Now, my lord, kindly see, these are the, in the application form itself. An application fee, see, 500 rupees. It has been given. Now, my lord, I will cite two judgments, including the judgment with that both the 2009 and 16 has been considered. Kindly come to me, Lord, the judgment. Kindly come to similar to 224 1 SSC page 448. Lord, that matters also relates to economic, kindly at the top, economic backwardness plus EWS categories. Kindly come to me, Lord, paragraph 49. In Gaurav Singh's case, it has been categorically held that assets for the particular financial year prior to the year of submission go to the root of the eligibility of the candidate in the DW. It has been further held that the candidates whose INSs are not in order did not have any legal right to be considered. It has also been held that no candidate can claim any legal right for reconsideration of the candidature by submitting a fresh certificate and or rectified certificate. There's a fundamental distinction, etc., etc. Then we'll kindly come to paragraph 51. It is also very well settled that if there are relevant rules which prescribe the date on which the eligibility should be possessed, those rules will prevail. In the absence of rules or any other date prescribed in the prospectus advertisement for determining the eligibility, there is a judicial chorus holding that it will be the last date for submission of the application. Here we have extended it. Now, kindly come to, paragraph 50. There is a fundamental distinction between Charles K. Sarid line of cases and the case at hand. As pointed out earlier, the eligibility for being categorized of EWS candidate crystallized only when the INAC is issued. And in this case, as required under the rule, it was to be issued and possessed by the candidates before 22nd September 2022. Now, let kindly come to paragraph 58. In this case, rules clearly exist in the form of CSD. It has also been settled that determination of eligibility cannot be left uncertain till the final stage of the selection. Since that would be to uncertainty. Further, it is well settled that if rules prescribes the last date on which eligibility should be possessed, any relaxation would prejudice non-applicants who for want of possession of eligibility would not have applied. Then relaxation would then be selective, leading to discrimination. Then kindly come to paragraph 61. The strong reliance placed on Kumar Gijroya and case also does not impress us. Not only was there no rule like we have in the present case, it was only while declaring the result, the requirement of submitting the OBC certificate before the cutoff date was introduced by the selection authority there. Moreover, unlike the present, there was no contention or issue raised. In that case, the eligibility ensures or crystallizes only on the issuance of the certificate and on possession of the certificate before the prescribed cutoff date. But this is the judgment. Another judgment, I will show to your lordship. That is a
63 kindly to prove.
63. Okay. Apart from all this, the correctness of Kumar Gijroya case was referred to a three-judge bench in Karan Singh Yadav. A perusal of para 6 of the referral order clearly shows that the bench was echoing the ratio of the three judges bench in Ashok Kumar Sharma's case, though there is no express reference to the said case. However, when the matter came up before three judges, the reference was not answered. And even after noticing that the Kumar case was so, the court, however, denied relief to Karan Singh Yadav, particularly holding that since the application was never appointed to the post at the length of the, it was not possible to grant any relief to answer. Then, Millard, kindly come to Millard. Next judgment I will show, right, Millard. Well, although it's a caste certificate, 2024 to SCC page 716. Sorry, 2025 SCC online. 2025 SCC online. Paragraph. SCC online page 716. 2025 SCC online page 1125. This is Mohit Kumar appellant versus State of Uttar Pradesh. Bench presided over by Justice Dotto. Have you handed over? Mr. Bhattacharya?
The copy is not there with us.
Arey bhai, show it from the iPad.
It was just now sent. Copy korte পাঠানো হয়েছে।
You read out the portions. I can follow. I can follow.
Kindly excuse me. Well, paragraph 14. What follows from the above decision is that irrespective of whether an aspirant for public employment belonging to a particular community like SC, ST, OBC, the status claimed by him for being accorded the benefit of reservation is per se not decisive. Such status has to be certified by the competent authority upon following due process and identification that the aspirant is what he claims to be. In Sinha, the requirement of production of a certificate from the competent authority was held to be mandatory in view of the statutory mandate. Although there is no such statutory mandate in the facts of the present case, the requirement in question no less mandatory and must be scrupulously followed. Once a process of recruitment is set in motion, all aspirants are entitled in law to equal treatment. There cannot be different yardstick for different sets of aspirants. Non-compliance with the terms of abdomen notification is bound to trigger adverse consequences of rejection of the aspirant's claim. Status by the selecting comic body appointing authority should be choose not to adhere to the same. Having regard thereto, the selecting body appointing authority would be justified in not entertaining the application of an aspirant as a member of the community for whom reservation are permissible. And another one paragraph. The proposition of law, next paragraph 15, as settled by the above decision does not appear to have been doubted in any subsequent decision, and we do hereby endorse the same. This is the, and paragraph 19, it is no longer res indica that terms of an advertisement issued in connection with the selection process are normally not open to challenge unless the challenge is founded on the ground of breach of Article 16 of the Constitution for the matter. Article 14. Once an advertisement is issued inviting application for public employment, it is a responsibility made duty of an aspirant to read and note the terms and understand what his requirements are. If any aspirant finds any of the terms ambiguous and there is a scope for an inquiry inbuilt in the advertisement or is provided by any rules or regulation, an effort ought to be made first to obtain clarify for understanding the requirements accurately. If no such scope is available, nothing prevents the aspirant from seeking clarity by making a reprehension. Should such clarity be not provided, the aspirants may participate in the process without prejudice to his rights and may question the term even after he is not selected. However, if the aspirant does not make any such effort and takes a calculated chance of selection based on his own understanding of the disputed term in the advertisement and letter, he emerges unsuccessful ordinarily. He would not be open to him to challenge the selection on the ground that the disputed term is capable of being understood differently. In such cases, the court should be loath to entertain such plea of ambiguity while preferring to accept the recruiting authority's understanding of the said term. This is for the simple reason that the recruitment authority is the best judge of what is requirement and are what in such understanding of the recruiting authority that would matter most in cases brought up before the courts. Hence, after commencement of the process wherein aspirants have participated without raising any demur as to what particular terms means, even if of the terms be ambiguous, the court should lean in favor of the recruiting authority. My lord, your lordships have delivered passed an order on 26 November 2025. Tanmoy Maiti. The petitioner participated in the second SLST 2025. Prior to filing in his application form, he applied for a certificate under the economically weaker section category. The said certificate was issued to him on September 10, 2021. Grievance of the petitioner is that despite opportunity by the commission to update the details of the candidates in the concerned portal, such portal did not provide any option for updating the EWS category of the candidate. It has been submitted that petitioner is an extremely meritorious candidate of physics and he should be permitted to avail the benefit of reservation. Submission made by the petitioner is opposed by the learned counsel representing the commission. It appears that the result of the written examination and the interview list has already been published by the commission. The petitioner, for any reason whatsoever, was unable to upload his reservation certificate within stipulated time period. Had the petitioner approached the court at the very first instance, when he was unable to upload the document, the prayer for the petitioner could have been considered. At this stage, allowing the prayer of the petitioner for updating his reservation certificate may amount to unsettling the interview list prepared by the commission. It has to be kept in mind that the selection process is being conducted by the commission in compliance of the direction passed by the Honorable Court, and a deadline has been prescribed for finalization of the same. In view thereof, the prayer for petition cannot be allowed. Well, these are my submissions.
When was the result declared?
Result declared 7th November. Madam.
Mr. Shanal is also there.
I've come up probably right time.
Mr. Sannal,
I'll hear you.
Is he appearing? In which matter?
Can one.
Can one কি আছে? Can one?
এই তো।
Can one কি আছে?
ওখানে বলতে পারিনি, তুই এলে বলবো, আমি বলতে পারিনি, চলে এসেছি। কি করে বলবো, তোর হয়ে কেউ নেই না, কেউ ছিল না। তাহলে
It is applied for addition of party.
যাস না, তুই এখানেই বলবে, আমি বলছি দুটো সময়।
But he has applied for addition of party, we will file our affidavit in that.
They are opposing the writ petition, right?
Opposing the writ.
Oh, they are opposing. I don't know. Sorry. But one request can I make to your Lordship? It's just excuse me. But today I am very badly pressed. But item number 7. Today and tomorrow I am very badly pressed. But item number 9. Item number 9 can be taken up on Wednesday or Thursday. This is my request only.
Who's there in 9 and 10? 9 and 10, you say?
9.
Only 9.
Only 9 million.
Who's
Others
there in
matters
9?
But just I inform you Lordship whenever
I think Mr. Dasgupta will be there.
just kindly accommodate. I am very badly pressed.
All right. As and when it is called up, just remind. Let me see what can be done.
Can I, with your Lordship's leave, can I go?
Yes.
But I will be very, very concise because it might be in all probability will be the same submissions might be. But just your losses to
Same
point out.
submissions as that of the.
Commission, I believe.
commission.
That may, my lord. I mean, just, my lord,
Who are the applicants?
the applicants are already declared as EWS candidate and they have applied.
All right.
Before the date of notification for recruitment. They
So you all were holding the certificate prior thereto.
exactly. Now your
You
losses
want to oppose them? Because if they are
Exactly.
added, then your
in
chances get
No,
minimized.
my lord, in that, this is in a way look into this. My submissions, ineligible candidates is allowed to participate. That will affect my interest. They are ineligible on the date of publication of the notification. Why I just that will tell you. My lord, the page 24 of the writ petition.
Yes.
Now, my lord, definition clause R2.
24 of the writ petition.
This should be 2R.
Yes, the definition.
It is the-
Yes.
Well, your losses will find means a category of reservation in respect of other categories of reservations, if any, enforced by an order of competent authority as at the last date of receiving applications as may be notified pursuant to the advertisement. So therefore, they have to hold that certificate by the last date of receiving online applications. That they do not. Then you'll also kindly see the same clause at page 141. Notification.
The submission of the petitioner is that the authority went on extending the time. It is not that the petitioners seek extension.
That is absolutely factually wrong submission.
The addendum notices are there.
They applied for certificate even after the notification.
Yes.
That's your losses.
Page 128.
Give an example, your lordships. Page 128. Kindly take note of the fact that the recruitment notification dated 30th May 2025. Now your losses will find, and last date was 21st July 2025. These are the two dates. Now take one or two example. Your losses will find first name Mamata Samanto. In respect of her application from the bottom Mamata Samanto's particulars. Second one, online application date EWS 7th August 2025. So it is the after the notification. This is the chart kindly have a look. And if your lordships see income certificate issue date 18th June. So he prepared himself or herself even after notification and applied. These are the particulars required documents. He started collecting that during the process started and ultimately applied online application when the time was over. So how could he say that this is the fault of the authorities? This is his own fault. Similarly, your lordships will find the next one, Shumon Jana, 17th August 2025. Now your losses will find the Arup Pal, 24th June applied after the notification issued. Everyone applied either after the last date or during the recruitment notification. Most of them after the last date. Kindly your losses may consider it. Your losses will find Joroth Karupal, page 129, 10th August 2025. Now, one or two might be here and there, but that's a jumbled up. He should have made it one for one if you write for him also separately. But that case, now delayed eviction, this is one case. This is not correct. Now, delayed by the authority cannot be imposed upon the other authority. One has to get it. Suppose your lawsuit's result published after the application. Lord, can he take the result published application? Therefore, I should be allowed to submit. This cannot be Malad. This goes against the rules. Rules say so. Rules, there is no relaxation clause. Doesn't have. One has to go by the rules. Now, there are your lordships will find page one example, Malad. Page 79. Kindly come to your lordships.
না যে কোনো একটাতে হতে হবে ঠিক
Yes.
Now, your lordships kindly consider this candidate already belongs to OBC B category. How can he apply for EWS? He cannot. He already belongs to either one. He can get. So he already belongs to OBC B. So these are the factual and rules say so notifications and resolutions. Oh, then it's okay, the other it's a part of the petition now.
না এটা পরবর্তীকালে দিয়েছে
Just a second, Your Lordship. No, my lord, I don't know factually. My lord, I take your lordships. এটা ওকে একটা কপি দাও, নাহলে কি করে হবে? This is your lordships, kindly take. Issued by the commission. That's different. My lord, kindly have a look at the note 1. My lord, this is issued by the commission. All the above documents should have been issued on or before 21st July 2025. But as I placed before lordship, most of them are not. One or two exception might be there, but that is good. Kindly see then. In case of continued EWS, but that case is not here. The application before the competent authority should be on or before 21st. That's the last date. Malad, suppose Malad, I have already a certificate that is going to expire. If I show an application that I have made it in between, then I can be allowed. This is the. So this is not the case here, lordship. But this should not be also there. We are opposing on this. The one, if you have Malad knows that it goes to July, and suppose your lordship ends on 21st July or Malad 15th July, it's not sure that he will be given again. Then how can he be allowed to be applied by the commission? Clear to your lordships? EWS certificate year-to-year basis. This year I can have because of income of the family. Next year I may not have it. This is a very, very privilege given to the candidates. One should not misuse it. Because his misuse, because of his or her misuse, someone will be deprived. So this is martial law. That's what it is. These are my humble.
May I start?
Other-
Because Mr. Khanna's presence is required.
No, wait, state is there.
One, Malad, only to what Mr. Bandopadhyay has already submitted, Malad. I'll just add one sentence to that, Malad. My learned friend for the petitioner has relied on Haryana staff selection. Malad, your lordship will find in the internal page 7 of that order, Malad, the Honorable Supreme Court, I'm sorry, Malad, I stand corrected. The Punjab and Haryana, the High Court at Punjab and Haryana has been persuaded by two judgments of the Honorable Supreme Court, internal page 7. One is Ram Kumar Gijroya and Charles K. Scaria. Now, Malad, Charles K. Scaria has been distinguished in the judgment cited by Mr. Bandopadhyay in paragraph 50.
1-5?
Yes, Malad, the first judgment which was shown, 2024-1, SSC 448, the Divya. In Divya, if your lordship kindly comes to paragraph 50,
50, yes.
Charles K. Scaria, Malad, has been distinguished that why those line of cases need not be followed. And Malad, Ram Kumar Gijroya, if your lordship kindly, this was referred to but not cited by Mr. Bandopadhyay, Malad. Karan Singh Yadav, 2024-2 SSC 716. By this judgment, Malad, Ram Kumar Gijroya was referred to a larger bench. After Malad departing with the view in Ram Kumar Gijroya, and also Malad, two paragraphs will be relevant there. If your lordship kindly takes Karan Singh. Three paragraphs, Malad. From paragraph 4. We have heard the learned counsel on both the sides and perused the record, including the judgment of this court in Ram Kumar Gijroya. In Pushpa, which was referred to in Ram Kumar Gijroya, though the applicant had moved an application much prior to the date of the advertisement, the office of the competent authority took considerable time to make required OBC certificate available. It was in such circumstances that the learned single judge of the Delhi High Court held that the applicant cannot be made to suffer for lapse on the part of the SDM office in issuing the OBC certificate. In Gaurav Sharma versus State of UP, a full bench of Allahabad High Court disagreed with the view expressed in Pushpa and held that even claims made under the OBC category are to be made before the cutoff date prescribed in the advertisement. In Rakesh Kumar Sharma versus State, this court held that the eligibility criteria or condition are to be considered on the date of receipt of the applications. In view of the acute problem of unemployment, whenever few vacancies are notified by any public authority, it is common that thousands of applicants apply for such posts. If the applicants are permitted to rectify applications after the cutoff dates, the same would render the scrutiny process indefinite. In course of such recruitment process, many persons, though they belong to the OBC category or SC category, might not have obtained the required caste certificate before the cutoff date. Such persons being law-abiding and being conscious of the bar contained in the notification of the cutoff date might not have applied seeking employment. In case the authority starts accepting caste certificates subsequent to the prescribed cutoff dates, whenever a candidate approaches the authority, the remaining candidates who had not applied would definitely be affected. If the applicants are allowed to submit certificate in proof of their claim of reservation subsequent to the notified cutoff date, it would create administrative chaos. In practice, for every advertisement, there are such belated claims claiming reservation, though the candidates did not submit certificate from the competent authority before the cutoff date. In view of the general importance of the question, we are of the view that the issue which fell for consideration in Ram Kumar Gijroya requires to be considered by a larger bench of 3 judges. Accordingly, we refer the matter for consideration by a larger bench. Therefore, both the foundation has been doubted by the Honorable Supreme Court subsequently of the Haryana staff selection judgment. The other point, and even this Gaurav Sharma versus State of UP has been looked into by the Honorable Supreme Court in 2025 SSC online, which we are giving a copy, the commission is giving a copy in the course of the day.
All right, in reply.
In reply, I start from can one application.
Yes.
In page 26 and page 27, some of the applicants, online application is there, I believe. And they mention EWS. First question, when they mention? Before 21st July 2025 or after 21st July 2025? Because my answer is very simple. And because of that dint of the 30 July 2025, first time they introduce this class, not before that. Because SC, ST and PH, these 3 category and others was mentioned, all others. Later on,
how can an advertisement, the application has been shown where category EWS is mentioned on the day of the application?
After 30 July. That is edited application. That is after 30 July 2025. Again, I might place the notification.
No, don't place the notification. The application date is 10th of July. And this is after.
It shows, my lord.
Where is it?
Edited. It is fact, my lord. Edited.
This one, please show that this is edited, Detective Dinto.
We have given a copy to my lord.
You have?
We have given a copy. Form a copy to dilo.
Suprabhat Mahanta?
ওই তো গোপার হাতে ওটা কি
না এটা না
The category is
my instruction is that, my lord. Now, my lord, my instruction is so. Now, my lord, I just kept aside which my learned friend, my lord, Mr. Sannal, my lord, and senior friend, place that document verification. Kindly take it. That document verification. What the state did it. Even SSC did it.
That is not edited. The EWS is they have
from the very first.
And the writ petition is pending before court number 25, Millard, where the contention of Suprabhat Mondal is that I had filled up the form, but I was not provided with the certificate with
for the argument's sake, my lord, I accept it. Now, my lord, what is the rule? In rule 2(1)R says reserve category will consider up to 21st July 2025, not beyond that. Now, my lord, what they did it in their document verification format. Kindly take which my learned senior friend handed over.
Yes.
My lord, the first note. All the above documents should have been issued on and before 21st July 2025. Stop here. Thereafter, my lord, in case of continued EWS, the application, whatever the application before the competent authority should be on and before 21st July 2025. The mere application, they accept it. So that is.
But then that is a continuation, continued EWS.
Yes.
Is any of your case a continued EWS case?
It will establish if they give opportunity. There is no such mentioning of continued EWS. There is no such provision.
In any of your petitioners.
I have to take instruction, my lord. There is no such provision. My contention is that, my lord, there is no such provision. Give one instances from the statute. There is any provision of continued EWS. There is no such provision of continued EWS. Why? My lord, kindly turn page number 105 of my writ petition. It never be. And I will place the central government FAQ as well as the state government FAQ. My lord, kindly take page number 105. It never be. this term never be used in the case of EWS, because EWS is a 1 year, well, kindly take it, certificate number, got it, date, now valid for the year such and such, that is financial year. So any certificate that is for a particular financial year. So there is no such terminology used in continuous EWS. Number one. Number two is that, my lord, what type of document it's required. My lord, from when you ascertain as a EWS, kindly turn page number 118, 19. That is what, take 119. আর্থিকভাবে দুর্বল শ্রেণীর শংসাপত্র পাইবার জন্য প্রয়োজনীয় নথিপত্র। All this, my lord, we have to gather. What we have to gather, my lord, kindly see, there is a income certificate, entry 9. So it start from income certificate from the panchayat. So, my lord, it is required, and not only that, my lord, I also annex the memorandum of the West Bengal government, page number 120, and the FAQ regarding economically weaker section in force and service under central government. Both I annex, my lord. From that memorandum itself, it is evident the validity of EWS certificate in para 7, page number 121. Yes, my lord. EWS certificate is valid for the financial year of issuance certificate. Same unit. Got it? Para 7, my lord.
Yes.
And my lord, my learned senior pen, although, my lord, I instructed that this says in the advertisement there is no such mentioning of 10% reservation. So if necessary, we will not give the benefit of that. They can't say so.
No, they are not saying so.
Oh,
They are not saying.
it is instruction, my lord.
No, they are
Yes,
not
yes, yes.
saying so.
My lord, kindly see, my lord wants to know that whether the all others is mentioned, kindly see same persons online application. Sumanjana.
Same page, my learned friend referred 122. My lord, Mr. Sanyal said that OBC, if one have the OBC, my lord, cannot be reservation for EWS. That is also mentioned in 120.
Yes, yes, I will deal it. I will deal it. My lord,
No, I
kindly,
did not follow. What is this?
my lord, kindly see same persons two application. In one second page, my lord, kindly see first page and second page. In first page, there is no such category mentioned. Got it, my lord? In the second page, after edit, my lord, got it. Same person. It is downloaded from the website.
এর কোনটা এটা কার এটা
সুমঞ্জনা।
সুমন জানা
21শে জুলাইয়ের আগে তো তোমরা কোনো কিছু করতে দাও তিনটে ক্যাটাগরি দেখতে আমি দেখা দিচ্ছি।
And the same document was shown as OBC.
No.
What you showed, it is the same thing.
No, my learned
one of them is
friend
OBC.
says that one of the
One is reservation OBC A or OBC B.
No, that is
Cannot ask
different.
for the reservation of
different.
EWS. That Mr. Sanyal told my lord, says one of the candidate, my lord, having OBC, my lord is asking for reservation of.
No, what he is showing is that one candidate filed 2 applications. That means possibly one is after the editing, that the category has been incorporated.
My lord, subject to correction, my lord, category, my lord, since my lord it was pending, my lord, category, probably my lord
26.
A and B for my lord editing, not for the EWS.
EWS no one page 166
There is provision for EWS editing.
EWS
First time 160.
Directors are required to mention their category, caste, class, EWS, PH.
shopping
It was
site.
till 12th of August.
5th August
5th August,
2025,
Yes,
Our online application.
12th August.
5th August.
OBC মামলা
Please come.
Yes, everyone. my lord.
Editing has nothing to do
And
with acquisition of the certificate. A confusion probably is there in the petitioner's mind that edit option means acquiring the certificate.
My lord, and another thing, my lord, this says in pursuance of the
Because of
Purobi
OBC and OBC.
Das matter, my lord, today, my learned senior friend not place the OBC order, my lord. Kindly see the OBC order, whether there is any mentioning about that extension.
All right.
My lord, there is no such mentioning, my lord. On the last occasion, I also placed it, my lord. So there is not about OBC, my lord.
Petitioners claim
Report 26.
a reservation
ওই চলে গেলে কি করে হবে
under the economically Sleeper section category.
And
EWS
that
sleeper
order will not
bracket.
be, that order will not be applicable because I approached this court long before, and that too, on the support of that, my lord, they have this EWS, and my lord, they're not uploaded. We always within 26 September. That is a distinguishable point within the.
Memo at page number 166 does not refer Puravi Das order. That's my submission.
দেখুন না
পুরবি
কি বললাম?
পরে রেফার্ড হয়েছে,
না আগে রেফার্ড হয়েছে
সরি,
Right.
পুরবি দাস
They
রেফার্ড অন
appeared
30
in
July
the,
2025.
আচ্ছা অর্ডার
Um,
বলতে থাকলে তো হবে
Second SLST within bracket 80 examination in response to the advertisement published on 30th May 2025. The last date for submission of the online application was 16th July 2025, which was later extended till 21st July 2025. The fees for the examination was applicable in respect of two categories. Not applicable, was segregated in two categories. First, for general and OBC candidates, and the other for SC/ST and PH candidates. The note appended to the advertisement mentioned that for consideration of belonging to reserved categories, the candidates, the certificates issued by the competent authorities of only the government of West Bengal on or before the last date of receiving online applications shall be treated as valid documents. Step. The Commission published addendum notices on 30th July 2025, 5th August 2025, and 22nd September 2025, permitting updating/editing the caste category. Step. The addendum notice dated 5th August 2025 permitted candidates to mention their specific category, including class, including আগে caste, তারপর class, EWS or physically handicapped category. Step. The edit option which was provided, not which was provided from 5th August 25 to 12th August 2025. Stuff. The case made out by the petitioners is that they applied for obtaining the EWS certificate but due to the delay in issuing such certificate, they could not disclose their category at the very first instance, but the candidates received the certificates prior to the last date of updating the category that is 26th September 2025. Stuff. It has been submitted that the EWS certificate is valid for a financial year. These certificates relied upon by the petitioners are valid from 1st April 2025 till 31st March 2026. Stop. It has been submitted that the authority ought to treat the petitioners as candidates of the reserved category, relying on the certificates annexed by them in the instant writ petition. Stuff. In support of the submission that the authority ought to give credence to the EWS certificate the petitioners rely on the judgment delivered by the Honorable Punjab and Haryana High Court on 24th March 2023 in LPA 1199-2019 in the matter of Haryana Staff Selection Commission versus Subhash Chand and others, wherein the court relies on the principle that proof of reservation claim can be submitted later. Stop. The appeal preferred against the judgment in the matter of Subhash Chand within brackets Supra has been affirmed by the Honorable Supreme Court. By judgment dated 31st January 2024 in Civil Appeal number 6395 of 2023 in the matter of Haryana Staff Selection Commission versus Subhash Chand and others. Stop. A reference has also been made to the judgment delivered by the Honorable Supreme Court in the matter of Dolly Chanda versus Chairman, JEE and others, reported in 2005, 9 SCC 779. And the judgment delivered by the Honorable Supreme Court in the matter of Kumar Gijroya versus Delhi Subordinate Services Selection Board and another, reported in 2016, 4 SCC 754. Paragraph. The prayer of the petitioners has been opposed by the respondents. Stop. An application for addition of party has also been filed, has been filed in the writ petition by candidates claiming themselves to be members of the EWS category. The applicants claim to be holding the reservation certificate on the date of the advertisement. Stop. According to them, the candidates who were issued the EWS certificate beyond the prescribed time period mentioned in the advertisement have to be taken as ineligible for being treated under the reserved category. Stop. Such candidates ought not to be permitted the benefit of reservation. Stop. Paragraph. Learned Counsel for the Commission submits that the advertisement specifies the date within which the documents for reservation are required to be acquired. Stop. Any document acquired after the last date cannot be relied upon. Stop. In support of such submission, the judgment delivered by the Honorable Supreme Court in the matter of Divya versus Union of India and others, reported in 2024-1 SSC 448, has been relied upon. Reference has also been made to the judgment delivered by the Honorable Supreme Court in the matter of Mohit Kumar versus State of Uttar Pradesh and others, reported in 2025 SCC Online SC 1125. Reliance has also been placed on the order dated 26th November 2025, passed by this bench in WPA 26420 of 2025 in Tanmoy Maiti versus the State of West Bengal and others, wherein the court was pleased not to accept the prayer for granting reservation to an EWS category candidate, as the writ petition was filed. Now, as the candidate approached the court after declaration of the result of the written examination and the interview list. Stop. The paragraph. The judgment passed by the Honorable Supreme Court. Now, the reference to the larger bench made by the Honorable Supreme Court in the matter of Karan Singh Yadav versus Government of NCT of Delhi and others, reported in 2024 2 SCC 716, referring the judgment in the matter of Ram Kumar Gijroya within bracket Supra before the larger bench, has also been brought to the notice of the court. Stuff. Next. The respondents pray for dismissal of the writ petition. Stuff. I have heard the submission made on behalf of all the parties. Stuff. The advertisement relying on which the petitioners applied for recruitment is dated 30th May 25 and the last date for filing the application form as extended by the commission was 21st of July 2025. Stuff. As per the advertisement, the reserved category is to be identified considering the certificates issued by the competent authorities of this state. Stuff. In the instant case, the writ petition contains a chart disclosing when the petitioners applied for obtaining the certificate and when the same were issued by the authority. Stuff. It appears that the process of collecting documents required for obtaining the EWS certificate started after the after the recruitment notice was published. Stuff. Issuance of certificate took some time and the same was issued after the last date for submission of the online application. Stuff. According to the petitioners, as the certificates were issued at a later point of time, accordingly, they could not submit the same within the due date. Stuff. The court is of the considered opinion that had the petitioners obtained the certificates prior to the last date of filing the online application, then they could have got the option of updating/editing their application forms in terms of the addendum notices issued by the commission. Stuff. In the instant case, none of the petitioners possessed the EWS certificate till the last date of filing the application forms. Stuff. In fact, from the chart annexed in the writ petition, it appears that the online application for obtaining the EWS certificate started long after the deadline for filing the online application expired. Stop. If the reservation benefit is granted to the petitioners, then similarly circumstanced candidates who received their certificates after the last date of filing the online application may be deprived the scope for being treated as reserved category candidate. Step. The rule relying on which the reservation is granted prescribes that the reservation certificates ought to be issued by the competent authorities on or before the last date of receiving the online applications. Step. The submission of the petitioners that the commission permitted updating or editing the reservation status does not imply that candidates who obtained the certificates after the last date could have updated or edited their option relying on those certificates. Stop. Had the certificates been available prior to the last date of filing the application form, comma, then only the question of updating or editing the option arises. Stop. Any certificate which is issued beyond the prescribed period cannot be given the benefit of reservation. Stop. The the judgment in the matter of Ram Kumar Gijroya mentions about a caste certificate. Stop. A caste certificate. Now, the caste of a candidate and the reservation under the economically weaker section are completely two different matters. Stop. One cannot be equated with the other. Stop. A caste of a candidate, not a, the caste of a candidate is acquired on the date of birth. Stop. The certificate is issued only to certify that the candidate belongs to the reserved category. Stop. By the issuance of a caste certificate, comma, the caste of a candidate cannot be acquired. Stop. Next. In the certificate issued for the economically weaker section of the society, comma, the same is issued relying on the assets possessed by the candidate. Stop. The asset, now the same is not static and it keeps changing or vacillating from time to time. Stop. It is for this reason that the economically weaker section certificate is valid only for a period of 1 year. Stop. The certificate is required to be issued afresh if the same condition persists, if the same economical condition persists. Stop. The EWS certificate has nothing to do with the birth of a candidate. Stop. Next. The Honorable Supreme Court in the matter of Mohit Kumar within bracket Supra the court mentioned that after commencement of the process wherein aspirants have participated without raising any demur as to what a particular term means, comma, even if any of the terms be ambiguous, comma, the courts should lean in favor of the recruiting authority. Stop. in Divya within bracket Supra, the court held that determination of eligibility cannot be left uncertain till the final stages of selection, comma, since that would lead to uncertainty. Stop. If rules prescribe the last date on which eligibility should be possessed, comma, any relaxation would prejudice non-applicants who, for want of possession of eligibility, would not have applied. Stop. Selection would then be relaxation, not selection. Relaxation would then be selective, comma, leading to discrimination. Stop. Paragraph. In the instant case, if the prayer of the petitioners for being provided relaxation is allowed, comma, then there may be several other candidates who may have obtained their EWS certificate beyond the prescribed period of limitation would be denied such benefit. Stop. The same would be arbitrary and will certainly be discriminatory in nature. Stop. In view of the above, the prayer of the petitioners cannot be allowed. The writ petition fails and is hereby dismissed.
Only one thing is
Can allowed.
only
One
one
thing
thing.
must be pointed out that the petitioner did not point out. Page number 81 shows a
Yes,
certificate which
I
was
want to.
issued prior
Prior
to
to-
the date of the last date, yet he applied as OBC B and did not rectify it. That case of petitioner 8 is different from the rest of the petitions. But page 81, your lordship.
Why I explain that one?
18th July, I mean,
Yes.
বলছি বলো না, তুমি তো বলোনি তোমার বলার সময়।
আমি ওটাতে
18th
ইন্ডিকেট
July
করতে যাচ্ছিলাম।
2025, he has obtained it before the last date. Yet he gave the category of OBC B. Your lordship will find it at page 79. The form he has annexed at page 79. So he had option till 5th of August to rectify it. He did not rectify it. That is a separate case, factual situation of the P8.
May I, because of that, kindly turn page number 81. Sri Ashish Kumar Kole belongs to the Shodgop. Got it, my lord? Kindly turn, my lord, page number 168.
168.
Yes, my lord. Shodgop is a category. Earlier, he was not categorized as a OBC. Later on, the state government of West Bengal, they categorize this Shodgop category as a OBC category, but they not issued the certificate. And for that reason, my lord, kindly turn page number 168.
Yes.
There are FAQ. My OBC status has changed vide new labor department notification dated such and such. What do I enter? My old OBC status or new OBC status? I do not have a OBC certificate as yet, as I am a new entrant. Public stroke, my OBC category has changed. My certificate is an old and a manually issued one, and new certificate has not been issued. So what to do? If you have an old certificate, enter that number for future reference and verification. If you are a new entrant and do not have a certificate, leave the field blank as it not a mandatory field. It is made clear that actually physical verification of category details will be conducted only after publication of the result of the written examination. So for that reason, because of that short scope category, my lord, I mentioned it, my lord. And even in my my lord, page number 81, it is mentioned that I am in a Shodgop category, my lord. I entered my photo and signature. That is, so the reason is that, my lord, because that Shodgop
Then he'll be
community.
treated as OBC and not as the EWS.
Yes.
That can be done. Commission?
That is not the
Not in the REIT, in the commission, whatever is there.
But he has already applied as OBC. If he during verification he could have produced certificate.
Here we are considering only EWS.
Because
his prayer that now consider me as EWS.
No, then whatever he has declared, it
Yes.
will be.
the reason, because of that, at that point of time, Shodgop was there. Later on,
All right.
new end. Grateful, my lord.